here's the stock parts bin for the 350Z. Not exactly the largest like the GTR or for the Tacoma. Very small parts in here. But in today's video, we're going to be explaining why the Z is going back to stock.
Alright, we are in the truck and the 350Z has been sold.
That's right, you guys. I kind of was forced to sell the Z after 2 months of ownership. And actually the dealer that I bought the car from bought it back from me, which was awesome. Just a shout out to the dealer, very, very helpful. They were doing everything that they could to prevent me from selling the car back to them, but luckily that was an option.
Yeah.
And it was an option that they offered, and I took it because of the situation that you will hear throughout this video. So basically I was forced to sell the car because the title was not properly transferred over to me, meaning that I couldn't even get a tag, proper tag for the car. And this had nothing to do with the dealership that I bought the car from. This goes to the previous owner not signing the title in the correct spot. So they had a name change, they didn't change their physical name on that title, and therefore that couldn't get transferred over to me. So it forced the title into a bonded title.
Yeah,
if you can help me explain that.
Like, the dealership would have had to take out a bond on the title, which is some sort of insurance policy on it, but that car would now have a bond on the title, and that stays on it for like 3 years in North Carolina.
3 to 5 years.
And while that technically doesn't do anything, that does hurt resale value, and I mean, this car isn't a long-term car.
Correct.
If we try to sell it in a year from now, literally that's going to put off a lot of potential buyers. So for us, or for Mike,
yeah, I didn't want to feel like I couldn't sell the car. It was just a project car.
Yeah.
There's no duration on how long I wanted to own this car, like Brian said. Just whenever we feel like it's time for the next car for the channel. This was more of a business vehicle, so if it's going to hinder the business and potentially lose money on a very inexpensive car,
I mean,
I just didn't want to deal with that anymore. And we're at it 2 months now, and again, the dealer that I bought the car from, they were doing everything that they could to get this title transferred over. I would have had the new tag in about a week from today, but
it would have had a bonded.
It would have had a bonded title, and I just didn't feel comfortable not buying a car with a clean title. Just a clean car, clean Carfax. Does that go in the Carfax? Is that irrelevant?
I don't know. I don't know. But the title would be, when you try to sell, I mean, that could literally hurt a couple $1,000s, which it's just not worth it.
So I don't think I mentioned yet, the dealer bought the car back from me for what I paid them for the car, which was awesome. They were doing everything they could to help me out again.
They honestly, they went above and beyond. I mean, I've been in the business for 3 years. More than enough to make it right. It wasn't their fault at all. It was the previous owner messing it up in the DMV for not catching it. When a dealership does buy a car, they don't get the physical title, it stays somewhere else. So they couldn't 100% avoid this. So no bad feelings at all towards the dealer. Shout out to them, amazing job. Like,
no hard feelings between both of us. It was an unfortunate situation that we both had to go through together. Yeah. They had said in the 8 years of they're running their business, this is the first time that this has ever happened. And you don't even think you've seen one in 3 years.
I ever had that in my 3 years.
So it's an unfortunate situation for both of us. They handled it really well. I got frustrated with this being 2 months owning the car and still having a temp tag on it. They actually got a second temp tag cleared from the DMV.
That's hard to get. So
in order to keep me driving and keep me legally on the road, which again was above and beyond. That's something you legally almost can't do.
You have to get special clearance, which they got. So
So I don't know how they did it, but they did that. And so no more Project 350 for right now. We're going to focus more on the Supra, which should be here very shortly. Do some more stuff on the Tacoma, which I love. I love all the projects on the Tacoma, and there's plenty more to come on that. So we're going to focus on that. We have the C8 coming beginning of next year. But and I'm not sure on another project car. It's something that I don't know if we were ready for. There were a lot of signs kind of showing us that maybe it just wasn't the right time. I did all the cosmetic fix-ups on it that I could, and just didn't want to do anything until I got that title, which I guess we can talk about with other people buying a car, buying a used car or anything, even doing modifications to it. there's those windows where you just need to get everything settled. And
Yeah.
even like on the Supra, when Brian buys that, you're not going to do any mods within the warranty or...
Well, first few months I'm not modifying, I'm just enjoying it. It's just in case anything goes wrong. Could be the car going wrong. In a used car situation, it could be making sure the title, the transfer, all that goes right. So when you do buy a car, new or used, always give it at least a month or two before you really do stuff to it.
And that's
just
kind
to make sure.
Yeah, that's kind of what hindered me from doing some of the performance parts, because let's say in 2 months I had exhaust, suspension parts, seats, tuning it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot you can do in 2 months, but that would be a lot more that I would have to put the car back to stock or figure out.
Yeah.
It's a lot more hassle than what I could do now. Oh, by the way, the parts that I took off of it. The only things I had on it were LED bulbs. If you're interested in those for your Z, send us a message on Instagram. They are for sale. They're really good. Of course, LED bulbs. I have headlights and turn signals, and then the license plate lights for at nighttime. So if you're interested, let us know. That's the situation on the Z, so we don't have that anymore. Hopefully, maybe sometime next year we can try to do this again, because it was fun for the few projects that we did on it.
I guess we'll focus on Tacoma and then all the new stuff coming. I mean, the Supra, there's so much stuff to film.
We're gonna be busy with that.
Yeah, and then getting ready for the Corvette. So there's other things to work on, and maybe it's just a sign to take a step back from it. Honestly, shout out to the dealer for being so helpful in a crappy situation.
They didn't have to do anything that they
went, they went above and beyond just to make it right and giving Mike the opportunity to either sell it back or have it go through the bond and stuff. So can't ask for anything more than them.
I feel like I could have been upside down in this car.
You could have got a little screwed.
Trying to sell it, and they should be able to sell it correctly now.
Yeah, now that it's back at a dealer, they should be able to just get the title, be normal, and all normal stuff. So
yeah, again,
that's better off.
DMV's fault. You all know the DMV. You stand in that line and nothing happens.
So really, the DMV, they should have caught it.
Yeah.
And the previous owner
twice
screwed it up.
3 times.
It happens. It happens. That's the issue. Sometimes that happens.
Yep.
But,
so I am almost down to 1 vehicle. The R8 should be sold today.
Same people that came a while ago.
That's another video.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just an update. We dropped it off this morning again. Should be a deal. They got approved for it. I think it's about there.
It should be a done deal. So you might see another video on the R8, kind of concluding all of that.
And if it does sell today, as of today, then we only have the Tacoma and the GTR. Because the Supra's not here yet.
Yeah.
So by the time this video goes up, Supra's here. But yeah.
So I think that answers all the, well, if you have questions, let me know. But I think that answers the whole story of what was going on behind the scenes with the Z and why I was kind of delaying some of the parts, because, I mean, it was a bad situation. Not a terrible situation, but it was what it was. Not a happy situation, It is. I hate saying it is what it is, but that's what it was.
Yeah.
And we'll just go from there. I'm excited to now. My focus is shifting back to the Tacoma.
Maybe it's a sign. This is our most popular vehicle anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a sign to do bumpers and a roof rack and something sick.
So comment down below. Let me know what you want to see on the Tacoma, and I should be able to make it happen if it's within budget.
Because this is beyond payoff.
All right, guys, that is it for today's video update on the 350Z, which is
the final video with it, which you barely showed it in this video. You saw it for a split second.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That's it. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, and stay tuned for everything else that we have coming. It's going to be an exciting rest of the year.